Well, good morning. My dogs are going at it, so hopefully they won't destroy my camera when they come roaring through. Let me sit down, have a quick little sip here, and then talk a little bit. I didn't do anything yesterday because it was freakishly cold. It was a combination of it was cold, but it was also like a damp and some wind and stuff like that. So it was pretty harsh to sit out here and talk. So I opted to not. I was going to say that, and I'll do it in summary. The previous um, video I did, I talked about it being the year of the robotics, and then everybody I saw talked about it being the year of the robotics, and that is not like I didn't see anything they were talking about before I heard that. They didn't see what I was doing because I'm nothing compared to the rest of those guys. But you get this, excuse me, you get these moves where things are uh, telegraphed by a lot of things, and that's, I guess, what was happening. A lot, myself and them, were all seeing the same thing. You're the robot. The funny thing is, uh, this is a side note. Uh, I wanted to talk a little bit about technology and how it takes off. I was telling my one of my coworkers that the robotics would take off, and he's like, it'll start a little bit. There'll be a few people that may buy it, but then it'll knock back down. And he says these things come in waves. And I said, nah, I think this is really going to take off. And here's the thing is, depending on how you talk about something, that can be true. You can you can always see waves when you look at things. Even something that's going like this, oh, it's waves. It's pretty much going going up. Dog it. Can you get it? Or you need me to get it? She dropped her ball. I got to get it. All right, let me get it. Ugh. Oh my gosh, it's way back there. Oh. Uh, uh, oh my gosh. Okay. That was fun. Not. Yeah, keep getting stuck on my back flap of this thing. Uh, and crawling underneath this stuff is not helpful in there. You can always see waves. And so I said, but I don't see this as a wave if it's going that direction. And he's just named something that hasn't been a wave. And I said, steam engine technology. And he's like, I said, just went like crazy, locomotives and steam powered industrial equipment and all of those stuff. And then, of course, eventually it got taken over. And uh, but I mean, it was hundreds of years up. And then, as gasoline and diesel came on, it started ramping down. He says, see, I told you. Okay. So he picked out a pattern that no matter what happens, he's right. Same with AGI and robotics. To, for me to say this is the age of robotics, you could say I'm going to be right. But the truth is, I'm going to be wrong too. because what I predicted or have been saying is not the end of the story. And someday there'll be robotics that are our pals. I don't think that'll be this year, but won't that be another age of the robot? Um, anyway, I'm going to summarize this up by saying I think this is the year we actually see uh, robotics being applied in some neat, I was going to say niche areas, but that's not true. I'm going to say general humanoid stuff. We've had some bad things happen recently. And when I say recently, the last few years, wars, people getting attacked, fires in California, the floods in the Carolinas and Tennessee and Florida. A lot of hard things that could have been made easier if we had some consistent, efficient workforce that was tireless. It's hard to find that workforce anymore. And I think that's one of the areas that robotics will be actually showing us results this year. You know, I'm going to pass along Zuckerberg's thoughts on the concerns about robots taking our jobs. He said, we've always had things that have reduced or removed things to make our lives a little easier. We had the washing machine that allowed women not to have to go down and wash by the creek. Um, we had farming that allowed a lot of the men and others to instead of having 50% of our workforce trying to make food for us to live and not starve to death, we were able to make it down to whatever it is now, 4%, because we had, involved tractors and automated pickups and stuff like that. Those kind of things changed our lives drastically, and this is also going to change our life drastically. It's going to happen pretty fast, I think. So hard to tell what it will do, how it will transpire, but when it does, it'll be interesting, and we'll talk about it. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later.